I've just returned from yet another amazing Cambodia trip, and I think it's time for me to give back to the travel community. This is a guide to Cambodia, a connection to my favorite people, places, and experiences. I believe we live in a very special time where a person can pack a bag, fly across the world, and be connected with only a few people that will take their adventure from ordinary to extraordinary.
Hello everybody.
Whether you are a backpacker, a car driver, bus taker, or motorcycle rider, this video is for you. We will be looking at 8 cities, multiple national parks. We'll be going from the beaches to the jungles, and of course, the temples of Angkor. So with that, let's get started. For this video, I wanted to make something really different. I wanted to make a video that had actionable information that people could use to go explore the places that I love.
Where you need some real tires. Somehow you didn't get me with that shit. Somehow.
Oh, I'm so happy.
I want to watch this. The sun glare might have taken.
So let's talk about leaving Phnom Penh. Okay, the first day that you show up, if you're going to be riding a motorcycle, you show up at Johnny's, you're going to want to make sure you have some really good straps to put your bag on the back of this bike. Now, I just like to bring just a little backpack because it works really well. If you need to walk into your hotel or walk around, you can throw it over your shoulder. It's easy. You don't need much stuff. Everything you need in Cambodia, you can pretty much get. You only need a few days worth of clothes and a few other little things. So with that in mind, you get everything strapped on the bike. Plan on leaving Phnom Penh by 10. If you wait too much longer, if you go beyond 10, traffic is going to get really bad. And really the only way out is towards the south, which is horrible, or back towards the airport, which is not that much better, but traffic seems to move better. So the first place that I'm going to recommend is Kampot. Now Kampot is about 150 k's to the south. So you'll ride out of the city to the west, past the airport, and you're going to go through a large roundabout. If you're using Google Maps, it's probably going to tell you to veer to the south and to go through the roundabout kind of to the left. But really what you want to do is go to the right when you go through the roundabout, because there's an old road that doesn't have any traffic and is in great shape that's only about another 15 kilometers past the roundabout. And then you can take that directly south. It's the number 41 road. So you don't want to take the 3, you want to take the 41. And the 41 will take you all the way down through a couple really cool markets, by the way, all the way down to Kampot. And I think total time for this, if you took a bus, you're looking at about an hour and a half from Phnom Penh to Kampot. If you're riding a motorcycle, I would say more in the neighborhood of 3 to 5 hours. There's a lot of really cool things to see along the way. There's statues, there's a lot of Buddhist temples. I recommend stopping and checking out these temples because you'll have really unique experiences with all these kids and these monks along the way. In Kampot, I would strongly recommend to stay at the Thma guest house. Now, there's a few reasons why I like this place, but mostly because it's clean, it's nice, it's family run, but the motorcycle parking is awesome. So not only is there a really nice gate, like you see here us driving out of, but inside there's another separate locked area where they keep all their motorbikes, scooters, and you can always park in there. Very, very safe place, and it's in the middle of everything. When I think food in Kampot, two places come to mind. First is the breakfast place, which is awesome, which is directly to the right there. And secondly, for dinner, one place that comes to mind is actually a barbecue place, which is called the Rusty Keyhole. And I know it has a crazy name, but they have really good food. They're located by the river. Check them out. So while you're in Kampot, there's a few things that I highly recommend doing. First is Bokor National Park. This is best visited probably in the afternoon because there's some amazing places to get some photography there. But that's going to come maybe after the hours of like 2 o'clock. Bokor is about 20 minutes away from Kampot, and if you're riding there or you're renting a scooter, just know that you're going to need to have all your fuel when you get there because there's no fuel inside. And it's about a 35-kilometer road, kind of going straight up as you're heading in there. And if you're on like one of those variable speed transmission scooters, and you've got 2 people, you're likely to destroy the scooter. So just know that. But once you get up there, there's some really cool spots. There's old buildings that were left from like the 70s and 80s from the Russians. There's waterfalls. There's some really scenic vistas. There's some big Buddhist statues. There's all sorts of really cool stuff. So you got to check out Bokor. The other thing to do is to go to Kep. Now Kep is 1 hour away from Kampot, and Kep has a really nice beach. You can go there maybe in the early afternoon or the morning, check out the beach, do the hike up to the top of the little national park they have there, and then maybe for lunch, you go to the fish market. Now, Kep is known for this crab and fish market, and people come from all around to buy lots of crab. And you can literally pay $5 and get so much crab, you're not going to know what to do with it. The seafood there is legit. It is on point. Definitely have some food while you're in Kep. One of my new favorite places is a waterfall that's not far out of the town of Kampot. You will have to pay a few separate small fees to get into the area, but it's well worth it. This is a place where locals come to have a family picnic by the river or go to the waterfall and enjoy the waterfall. It seems like a place where locals go to enjoy the day, and they were very happy that we were able to experience this beautiful place. In closing, the town of Kampot is very cool. It's got a real relaxed vibe. I often come for a day or two and end up spending 4 or 5 days. There are many expats, but it still feels like a Cambodian town, although anything you would want is readily available. Kampot is a great place, and I highly recommend that you take a day or two and explore. Don't miss our next episode where we go to Thma Bang and Koh Kong. I'll see you in the next episode. ADV on.